Hey everyone, Wanderbots here. I lied. There's one more faction we didn't know about at the time we started the previous episode, and then I kind of remembered I had heard of the House of Valor's, just like Googling things, and it's like, oh yeah, that's actually the last faction we're supposed to go to. And Shell does not know how to Android phone, much less set up a timer. So, the point of the House of Valor's, it's kind of interesting. They are the, like, super warlike Fae, I believe. Either that or they're just like a group of humans. I'm not entirely clear yet. So maybe this guy?
You there! The arena needs another competitor to round out the next match. The tournament can't go on until we have a leader for the Crows. If you trust in your fighting skills, there are vast riches to be won here at Valor Arena.
Okay, so they're not Fae. Let's do it!
Well, as I said, the arena needs another fighter to start the next match. What do you say? You look like you could hold your own in a fight?
I could hold everyone's own in a fight.
That's the spirit. I hereby induct you into Valor Arena as the leader of the Crows. Your first opponents will be Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Your team's already waiting for you in the Gladiator Pit. Head down the walkway when you're ready.
Hey, random stranger, be the leader of our team.
We just walk into the locker room and it's just a bunch of birds. Like, not even for serious people, just crows. And they're just eating shit. No, yeah, this is kind of awkward. It's like, hey, random stranger, would you like to lead this mercenary company? In the arena.
Vigor, Bronzy, or Vigor, however you pronounce it.
Vigor. Broadshield.
Like
Almost sounds like an innuendo. If it was Vigor Broadsword, it would definitely be,
You're terrible. Is he tapping to
So
himself?
you're the new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match.
Do we even bother asking about it? Yeah, might as well.
The Fae held rights here, I think. I know they came in flocks to watch and participate like we do. Legend has it that every tournament they held ended in the same way, with the same champion defeating everyone.
Of course.
Yay.
Because that's how the story always goes with the Fae. So they're like, screw the same ending.
Yeah, all the audience is just bored, but they're like held there under duress because it's part of their tale. It's like, Steve's gonna win it again. He's just gonna stab every dude in the chest.
People
Yay,
wouldn't be able to place
Steve.
bets or anything because it's
Just
like,
really crappy gambling. Oh, apparently there was a gambling house. We could have actually maybe made bets on stuff. I don't know. I don't care.
yeah, I
He's
never like
green as the
gambling.
grass in Dallentarth, but a good lad. I don't know if he's foolhardy or brave to think he'll make it far in this tournament. She's an alcoholic and a fiend, but she'll match any fighter. And few mages keep as cool a head as she does in a fight. Few mages stay as drunk as she does during a fight, too. She says she requires alcohol to use her abilities. But I've never met a mage like that. I'd tell her she's a liar to her face, but I don't relish the idea of getting set on fire.
That's funny. I think there are some series like that where someone's sort of persona requires that they be drunk constantly in order to use their powers. It probably...
Nice of you to ask. The younger fighters don't care about us weathered guys. I've been participating in arena matches for years. Got my start when Magnus put out a call for fresh gladiators, and the old man trained me himself. He'd have hated to see this. The spectacle of it all, I mean. In his day, the only thing that mattered was the fight. The rush of delivering the death blow.
There we go.
But what I was going to say is that the whole drunkenness thing I could definitely see in some, like, fighter anime or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do not like gladiator matches. Like, it's okay that if the matches end with, you know, someone being knocked unconscious or, you know, clearly one person would have prevailed over the other because they have their, like, sword at the other person's throat. But
Oh, we really need to play Fable then.
why? Meh.
He was a gruff man, powerful, and an absolute beast in the arena. I've seen him pound a Lianshi into pulp with his bare hands. Outside of battle, however, he fancied himself a man of principle. Charge spectators just enough to keep this place running. It was the fight he wanted, not coin. He's a fierce fighter, but he sees himself as a moneymaker first and a competitor second. He's turned the arena into a spectacle.
Oh, so Hroth Magnus is probably just Magnus's dad.
He paid for workers to haul his lavish house onto the arena grounds. He could have used that money to commission a small army or feed a small town for years. It's utter waste, and I'm not sure his father would have approved.
Yep, called it. Alright,
I'll leave
enough
it to you
talking.
then.
More hitting. Who do we bring with us? Drunky, Hitty, or Kid?
Let's talk to him first. Okay, she's drinking.
Greetings.
Yep, so she's a mage. He's the Hitty person. Oh, and here's the last
Greetings.
one. So you got a thief, a fighter, and a mage. Who do we want?
Just talk with them
No,
first.
no, I want to do things. We're bringing vigor.
Someone with a strong sword arm out there, gladiator, and I've got just that. Very well. Lead the way.
There are multiple rounds, and I really don't want to just spend all of our time talking to people.
Wait.
You
So
know?
what do you mean by they're fighting you? Isn't this stuff to the
No,
death?
fighting with you.
Fighting with. Okay.
Welcome one, welcome all to Valor Arena. Today we have the Crows, testing their worth against Remus Bloodhawk and his marauders. Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors.
Let's see if they scale with level. Yeah, they do. Awesome.
Oof.
Too bad they don't scale with gear.
That pole arm was horrible, but I really do hope that you don't have members die without you being able to have a say in it. And by say, I mean being able to pulverize the enemy first.
Oh, Remus Bloodhawk actually is an orange enemy. Fun. Well, let's take out the rogues, and then let's go for everybody else. Haha, backhanded him.
I think your friend is having a hard time. Can you see his health bar, or is
No,
he
he
just...
doesn't have a health bar.
He's...
Why is Remus just, like, on the ground doing whatever? Oh, maybe I, like, zapped him and he got stunned because of it. That makes sense. Haha. I really like... Now that we've, like, started using the greatsword in this game, I've been a lot happier with it.
Great swords in most games are wonderful to use.
Oh, I know this series probably wouldn't be that appealing to you, but we need to play Dynasty Warriors at some point.
Poor guy. It's just...
Getting wailed on by two people with
That's the match, ladies and
big-ass swords. Yep, he
Crows
dead.
made it out alive against superior numbers. With crows like these, there's no doubt it's going to be an interesting tournament.
Caw-caw!
I still seriously wish that, like, we had walked into the...
They should have like a little mascot. They're like, "Hey guys, welcome, Crow." What?
The audience can't see it, but I'm giving her a really stupid face right now because that's a really stupid idea for this game.
And if
If this was a television show aimed at 8-year-olds, okay.
No, like as a mascot, like they have a real crow, and after the match is over, the crow goes "Caw-caw," and proceeds to come down on the box.
So you just have your mascot eat the enemy, literally.
I'll
What's
admit
a
I didn't
crow
expect you to
stew?
come back. There's a reason no one was signing up. Remus is as experienced as they come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Jokul Fangard mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den.
No doubt to make a deal
I
so he
wish
can
you
make a
well
lot of
in
money
and
off
out
you.
of the
Probably.
arena, Gladiator.
So we got a lot of stuff on the bounty
See, look,
board.
that must be a crow or a vulture.
I hope I have enough money for repairs. This studded leather is almost ruined. No one lives forever.
Well, we do have a lot of birds flying above
probably
head,
true
so
in the
we'll
arena.
just call them the mascot, and they probably eat the bodies.
Stay out of trouble.
Have I ever told the audience the crow story?
Well, first let's talk to this guy. Let's wait for a good. I don't like sitting around while telling a story while we wait to talk to somebody.
Okay.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting. The way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At any rate, take these. They'll serve you well. Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little longer.
He almost looks like an old, bearded Howard from The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, he kind of does. I was trying to place the appearance, and you were pretty right there. Except for he's also extremely muscular, just like every other male in this freaking game.
Do you know what was really nice? The other day when I was going around Guild Wars, there was a dock with fishermen, and there was an old lady on the dock. An old lady! Have you ever seen an old lady in an MMO? That's
World
legitimately
of Warcraft
old.
had some old women, rarely.
Were they hunched over in a completely different character model?
I mean, they were orcs, so they were already hunched over.
No, the orcs females stand up, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, I don't remember that
You know
well.
the dimorphism?
Alright, so you did pretty well last time. Don't get cocky. It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for another match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users. Good. Join your team downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready. By the way, the champions made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you.
What? To perform magical experiments on?
To diddle them!
I hope you know how to deal with spellcasters. You're up against a couple of mages from Detir. Here for research, they say. They don't seem to be the most experienced fighters, but they're confident their mystic arts will win them this tournament.
Carl, you've gone too far. Diddle
you remain
is
well,
a word
gladiator.
you use for other
Diddles!
things.
Diddles is such a funny word.
Yeah,
Alright, we're gonna bring the mage with us this time.
let's talk with her.
I have to prepare for those mages. Ale to drink. Let me know if you need me in the next fight.
She doesn't look like a drunkard. Who's Asa Elf? Oh, I see, you can ask them all about each other.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
He's your typical beginner, as far as I can tell. Good with the dagger and not much else. Before I got my start here, I'd been studying at the Scholia Arcana. I was quite good at effecting arcane explosions, but I found myself uniquely blocked. I realized I had to be less than sober to effectively cast spells, so I drank. They kicked me out for excessive abuse of drink, called me dangerous and a degenerate.
Does she know she's talking to the Archsage?
Wait, remember the Archsage?
Yeah, remember? The other guy died, so they're like, oh yeah, you could be Archsage.
You know about the continuity of games.
I know.
Unless they write in all the potential... Well, I mean, I suppose they
It would be really funny if she recognized us. It's just like,
Well, she's been out of the
can
Scholia Arcana
I
for
get
a
my
long time.
position back?
This is the House of Valor. You won't find another place in Amalur quite like this. Nothing is sacred here. Your competition is out to maul you, and the management likes it that way. Especially the champion, nasty man. If Valor weren't the only arena on the continent, I'd have taken off a long time ago. I couldn't help it if alcohol gave me a certain clarity. No one in the arena gives me guff about it, and if they do, they stop as soon as I set them on fire. He's the team veteran, been around longer than both Asa and me. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but he's a reliable choice in the arena.
I really like the voice actress that's doing this.
Yeah, she does get the kind of lilty tones of a drunk person.
All I know is that the Fae built this place centuries ago, and Hroth Magnus took it from them. Amalur's better for it, as far as I'm concerned.
Her hairdo kind of weirds me out, though. I'd expect her to look a lot more bedraggled.
It's a braid that's, pinned to the other side of her head.
Yeah, but you wouldn't expect
style.
some, drunk fire mage to, be particularly... whatever.
I watched his last match the day I joined the arena. He was one of the most impressive brute force fighters I have ever seen. Until his son managed to land the killing stroke. His father tossed him about the place like a rag doll. It was odd. Sure, he was old, but in his final moments, I thought he looked ill.
Oh,
Poison.
the son poisoned his... Wait, why in the world would the son be pitted against his father in the first place?
Challenge match, greed. Son wanted everything his dad had. Classic story.
It's like Gladiator, literally.
Yep.
Have you seen Gladiator?
Right out. Just gonna finish my drink.
I really didn't like it when the
light a fire under them.
Emperor poisoned Maximus.
Yep.
But even then, it couldn't...
I've seen Gladiator.
Here we
I
go again,
think
folks. Today's match pits the Crows against the renowned Bodine Borg and his research team. Let's see if arcane theory can best cunning and experience.
I need to...
Magic resist? Do you
Well,
have...
here's what I'm going to do. I actually haven't done this in a while because I haven't been using potions, but since we don't actually need any of our potions, I'm going to start using some of the, like, really random powerful ones. Just to get them out of my inventory.
Watch you need them later.
Nah. Nah.
No, that's true.
So I'm just going to kind of load up on everything that could be, like, remotely useful for this section. And then, let's see if I can get one for, like, crazy damage.
So, is the champion this Hroth Magnus guy's son? Or...
No, I believe the champion is Hroth Magnus.
Okay.
Or, well, yeah, is Hroth Magnus' son. So just Magnus.
Ah, well, we'll make him squeal the truth before we're through with him.
Yep. Which shouldn't be too hard. We'll probably just stab him in the back or the front or all over the place. And that'll be the end of it. So we got that. Social grace. Okay. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's drink everything.
So we're just as
Death.
drunk as the lady next to us.
Notice how my damage is, like, doubled?
They're summoning sprites. But, so, I was gonna mention the whole crow story, since we were on the topic of crows. So, crows, you know how they're, famed for being a very intelligent species? So, one day I'm looking outside, and there's a crow. And he picks up a leaf and he puts it on the ground. He picks up another leaf and he puts it in the same spot on the ground. He picks up another leaf, so on and so forth.
And so Borg and his band are defeated. Perhaps there's more to the Crow's new leader than meets the eye. Speak to Jakin to receive your rewards, Gladiator.
More than meets the eye, robots in disguise. Yes.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be.
What kind of robot am I?
But, so in any case, I actually go outside, check under the pile of leaves, and there's a big hunk of meat. And I go, oh, this crow was hiding a bunch of meat. So I put all the leaves back on, head inside. The crow comes back, has a befuddled, well, I don't know if you could necessarily say expression on its expressionless face, but it sort of twitched its head back and forth for a little while, considering the arrangement of the leaves, and then picked up all the leaves, took its meat, and left. Yes, crows.
So you're good at manhandling magicians as well. Good. Let's see how long you can keep this up. Here's your money. You deserve it. Joe asked me to pass these along. Let me know when you're ready for the next match. You're up against Brogan Adair and the Wolf Pack.
Manhandling
We diddled them!
You're terrible. Well, now we're up against the
So
wolf
is Brogan
pack.
Adair and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this started.
Wolf pack just reminds me of
I hope you remain
gargoyles.
well, Gladiator.
The wolf pack makes me think of The Hangover.
Clearly, we see very different series. Gargoyles was better.
Dibs on Zach Galifianakis.
Now, archers I can fight. This'll be fun.
Kind of looks like he's wearing a gimp suit, and that perturbs me.
The leather texture is shiny.
Odd.
I haven't been here long myself. I've always wanted to rough it as a warsworn. Joined up here to develop a bit of a spine.
To develop a spine or lose it?
You're
'Cause you're more likely to get stabbed through it. I don't know.
more likely to get diddled here, apparently. It's just gonna be a running thing until we're done diddling everybody in the arena.
She's a terrifying woman. but a good ally to have on your side.
Can we kill him for his armor? His armor actually looks kind of cool.
I know.
The greatest gladiator this place has ever seen. Everyone here hopes for a career like his. Even the current champion pales in comparison. No one's even come close to lasting as long, not to mention performing as well. A gladiator becomes a crow when he finds himself the last surviving member on his team. It's a way to keep the tournament moving as teams start losing members. The rule has its roots in a tradition started by the current champion's father, but today it's basically an attempt to draw interest from the fans. Of course, it's not good news for us. The two-man rule means we're at a significant handicap.
Wow, that's kind of shitty.
Oh, wait. So because they're this crow team, they are only allowed to have 2 people?
Yep.
Why?
Arbitrary rules! More or less to create an underdog situation.
I thought they said that a crow team is when there's only 1 survivor.
Well, then so he was, say, on Team A, and all of his buddies died, so he gets thrown onto the crows.
Oh.
Yep.
So it's just sort of like the ragtag.
Yeah, team of semi-defeated people.
He's ancient. I'm surprised he can walk around in that armor, let alone fight in it. But he's reliable. I've been practicing my moves and training. We'll be fine, I think.
In training.
Let's take the fight to them, gladiator.
Alright, let's go punch people. I wanted to get all 3 of the gladiatorial matches
I've
in.
seen the crows
Maybe there are
handle
more.
magicians
I
and
don't
their
know.
parlor tricks, but there's no trick error in Team Brogan's quiver. Let the battle begin.
Yep,
Oh,
they're just...
Brogan looks like a
2
rough and tumble dude. Let's murder him. Oh, I see. No, Brogan is not the rough and tumble dude. The rough and tumble dude is the other guy.
Yeah, a couple
Alright,
of guys are rangers
well,
in this
let's drink our, like, super buff potions, and... That fighter sucks. That's 2 hit. He died fast?
one. Why in the world do they still have decaying corpses on the field?
Well, I mean, we're the crows, but there's only so much a crow can eat before it's, like, kind of ridiculous, you know?
Yep.
Now we're just juggling him for terrible amounts of damage.
And the crow's streak continues, ladies and gentlemen. This is turning out to be a very exciting tournament indeed. Gladiators, speak to Jakin to collect your rewards.
See? Easy
It must
peasy.
be
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this.
horrible to be a ranged weapons fighter and have someone barreling in towards you.
Yep, no, that would be scary.
Looks like you're starting to make an impression. The fans have been asking me about you. Heard a rumor your fights are moving a lot of money in the betting scene. None of the gamblers expected you'd last. Except Jokul, perhaps. He left me these to give you. Oh, and this is exciting. The champ mentioned he wanted to see you.
I knew it would come to this.
Alright.
I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
Wait. What? What is... Oh. What?
The champion wants to see you at the manor. If I had to guess, I'd say he's going to try to steal you from Vigor. His team hasn't had a new member since he became champion, so you'd be the first. Look at you, really climbing the ladder.
So we're going to be
Good
forced
luck
to
out
make
there, Gladiator.
a decision. Join Mr.
Fancy pants. Or stick with the crows.
Stick
Well,
with the crows.
Yeah, that's pretty much
underdogs
going to be what it is,
program.
because I believe...
We believe he murdered his
Yeah,
father.
because I believe this is the fancy house that they were talking about. This is Magnus's manor.
Doesn't look that big.
Not that big, yeah. But it
But
probably still is
in
the
a
thing.
desert,
Yep.
it's definitely something.
Yep. Alright, so we will see you guys on the next episode of Kingdoms of Amalur. And we will go probably turn down this guy's request. Super easy breezy. Chicken peasy. Yeah.
See you then.